Alright, welcome back out to the garage. I don't know how I'll get them, what order I'll get them uploaded in, but earlier I did a video on my fence that's no longer there. And in that video, I talked about this piece here I had clamped to a bigger piece of whatever to make a patch for the rim. So I got it cut. This is actually off a 34, like an 18.4. It's like I think it's a 1634 dual rim, like 18.434s. Anyhow, I got it cut. I get it turned in there the right way. And that still doesn't fit right when I thought it would. It fits in there pretty decent. I've got that to drop on the floor. I've got lots of magnets. I'll put some magnets on the back side to square up the will be the outside of the rim, the underneath side. Feels like I need to do a little grinder work. Like I got some burr. Look at what you're doing there. I mean, like I got some burrs when I cut that. I'll cut this piece out. I got some burrs on the back side. We'll clean that up so that that's nice and smooth. We'll put several magnets so that my patch piece here. Oh, that's one. So my patch piece here. However it goes is as mostly smooth as I can get on the outside. So I don't have quite as much work and it's not as obvious. So anyhow, I'm gonna clean that up and we'll get her loaded up and then magnet it in place, and then maybe we'll fire up the old welder and see if we can't at least get it tacked in place from this side and get a start on it and go from there. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, back on this. So I got 2 magnets on this side that are small enough that they're flush on the inside. We'll lay this thing in here, and I was like, man, I couldn't believe how much of this was sticking up. And then I realized there's that much sticking up because this rim was in so much better shape than this rim. It's that thin right there. So we might have I'm gonna quote Ross the Oliver Man. If you guys want to watch, if you guys are any of my followers are into Oliver stuff, and the guy that works on does a lot, Ross the Oliver Man, look him up. We're gonna have a canoodling of a time getting that welded up without blowing holes through it. But anyhow, this side here's not as bad. It's still sticking up, but I really think I maybe should have cut this back way back into here further. Maybe all the way, because there's huge pitting. I don't know. We'll go gentle on it. We'll put it on the low side and just tack it up, and maybe we'll stitch her together. If I can get it welded up decent, you know, out into here around the edges, then we can put a good solid bead on the other side. Once we get her ground down, you'll never even know we. Well, yeah, you will, because I'm making a video. Anyhow, all right, I'll be back. All right, I got it welded in. I need a glove. I'm not taking those magnets off without a glove. Probably should have taken them off a little sooner, because I think oh yeah, broke one of them. Got a little hot. Alright, we're going to do this. Let's see. I can't see what I'm doing, but anyhow, I got a little bit of burn through here, but the rest of it don't look too bad. But we'll go here on this side. Yeah, zoom out. What we got? Kind of hard to tell what all we got going on. So we'll put our safety squints on, and we'll get the wire wheel of death out, and we'll do a little one-handed. We'll see. Switch your eyes, boys and girls. Switch your eyes. wire through the eye hole. Oh yeah. I think Rough Yonder man calls this the DeWalt flywheel resurfacer. Maybe. I don't know. Anyhow. Over here where we burn through doesn't look great. I don't know. Man, it's hard to judge my welding ability when I'm welding crap like this. Anyhow, we're gonna put one of these into, where'd he go? Into this one over here. Take the cut off wheel out. Put a grinder off wheel. Grinder offer wheel on. Yeah, I think we broke some stuff off that magnet too. Anyhow, we'll grind it smooth-ish. See what it looks like. Probably gonna weld some more, lay some more weld in on this because that was really thin. Build that up a little better, and at some point, you know, we'll poke a. Man, it's that time of year. Pollen can just suck it. We will poke a hole through it for the valve stem. And then we'll use the wire wheel of death. We'll clean all this surface rust off. Give her a shot of I think I use Rust OM. There's a rust reformer spray. Give it a coat of that, and then we'll clean the paint off the outside. Clean all that up and give it a good coat of the aluminum. Yeah. Self-etching primer than aluminum. And at some point, I think I want to clean up. I don't want to clean those bolts up and see if we can get them tightened down the way they're supposed to be, but just to make her better, and then get maybe a little better coat of red paint on that, but maybe to cover up where they got silver from when they painted these, when they put the, I don't know. We're going to try and make her a little more better. So anyhow, yeah, I'll be back. Alright, I think it's the last video for tonight. This is so much better than it was. A little high here. I don't know if I'm high here, if I'm still thin here. I don't know. But still a lot of pits and weld pockets and stuff that I want to get a little better. I don't know how much better. I got to get better at welding. That's all it is to it. But I want to get this a little better on this side. Doesn't have to be great on this side as long as it's not sharp and doesn't cut the tube. So we'll, I don't know, I got some personal stuff going on tonight, so we're going to call this good for tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks tonight. What is today? Today's Wednesday, March Thursday. Friday night's fish fry. I want to make a run to the farm Saturday. I don't know, we'll be back when we get back, but that's where we're at for now. I'll be back. And I hate to do this. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, family, whatever. Don't care if you do, don't care if you don't. If you do, great. If you don't, it's any different if you didn't. So anyway, I'll be back. Alright, welcome back to the garage. Back on Brother Brad's H project. I think I'm going to call this good. It's fairly solid. I don't feel it. I think I've welded out far enough. I've got back into decent metal on both sides. Oh, we'll lay her down. See what she looks like on the other side. You can clearly see my patch laid in. A couple spots where I burnt through. It does feel like maybe it distorted a little. Well, that's part of my magnet. Maybe distorted a little bit, but so I'm going to grind the big bubbles off, and then we'll try to follow the line and lay a bead of weld in that seam, and then yeah, we'll be ready to wire wheel it, clean it up. Well, weld the bead in, grinder smooth, and excuse me, clean it up nice, and then we'll be ready to wire wheel it inside and out, put some paint on it, and that's the easy one, because then we'll do the same to that. It's going to take a bigger patch. I'll be back.